Hi guys, Steph here. Now, I recently received an inquiry from a gentleman by the name of Gavin who was asking, he was inquiring about a particular pen in one of my pen hauls, specifically a Conway Stewart. Now, as the conversation went on the emails, I asked him, was it a Conway Stewart specifically wanted? And he sort of mentioned that, he wasn't too au fait with vintage pens, and it was just the fact that, he received a lot of emails apparently from Conway Stewart pens, sort of bombarding him with Conway Stewart. So to try and help him, I sort of mentioned a couple of different models. Now, one of the models I mentioned was the Mentmore fountain pen. And apparently he'd never heard of Mentmore pens. So, I was there to try and help him and encourage him. And for me personally, the Mentmore pens are actually one of the lesser known pen manufacturers. But in my opinion, these are quality made pens, as good, if not better in some cases, than the major manufacturers. So at the end of the day, I offered him, I think I had about 2 or 3 different colours of the Mentmore. I showed him before restoration. And long story short, he opted for the blue, subject to restoration. And here's the pen in question. So the idea of the video is just to, if you like, give the thumbs up to some of the the lesser pen manufacturers of the period, and encourage people to look into them because they are superb fountain pens. Now, the Mentmore here is from sort of round about the 1930s, made by the Mentmore Manufacturing Company Limited, who, again, at that particular period, under their umbrella, they also had the Platinum brand. But what we're going to do is just concentrate on this particular pen because, as I say, he's ordered it. So I thought, it was worthy of a review. And after that TLC, here's that pen in question. As I said, a superb quality made fountain pen. This is the Mentmore Auto Flow, made in England. As we'll show in a moment, it's a button filler. And as I said, a superb quality made fountain pen. First of all, let's show you the bottom here. If we unscrew this little blind cap here, there you go. You can see all nice and clean now. So that's the button to the end there. Let's screw it back on. If we take you to the cap, you can see it's got this quite a thin cap band to the bottom, and then to the top there, it's got the very recognisable Mentmore clip with a large elongated letter M. Now, saying that, some of these Mentmore pens had what we term as the old style ball clips. So there was there's a couple of different variants. And then to the top, you can see now where it was very discoloured before, they've got this lovely black top to the top of the cap there. Now, the size of this pen capped is 128mm capped. Around the barrel, it's still a nice 12mm in diameter. As I keep repeating, superb quality made pens. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying none of the other pen manufacturers, i.e. like Conway Stewart, are actually bad. They also made good pens, and there's some, gorgeous pens. There's a couple that I've got in my own collection. But once again, I'm just trying to sort of, if you like, encourage people to, to sort of open their horizons a little bit and consider some of these lesser known pen manufacturers of the period, because if they don't, they're actually missing out on gorgeous pens. So let's take the cap off like so. Let's give you a couple of twirls. Everything has been thoroughly cleaned. It's all been disassembled. We've put a brand new sack in the pen, and hopefully it's in full working order. Let's go to the section slightly concaved. There's the nib. Now, another thing about these Mentmore pens, in my opinion, they have lovely nibs. Quite large nibs as well compared with the Conway Stewart pens. You can see it reads Mentmore Osmi Iridium 14 karat gold. There's a sideways view, and there's the feed underneath. It's got what we term as this ladder feed to the bottom, lovely and clean as always. And one of the other nice things about these particular pens, I've got large hands, but it's still a lovely, comfortable pen to hold and to write with. Yes, I know you people like to see these pens sort of writing, so what we'll do, let's take the blind cap off. And for you people that don't know, we simply dip the nib and a little bit of the section in the nib, and we press down a couple of times on the button to the top there. So let's do that. Pop it in the ink. Okay, I'm hoping you could hear that. There's some sort of like bit of gurgling, bubbling going on, which is precisely what we like to hear. It sounds like everything is working hunky-dory. Let's bring some paper on. There we go. And let's see how the pen writes. As always, it's being tested. You're seeing for the first time what I'm seeing, so fingers crossed. So what we have is a Mentmore Auto Flow fountain pen, made in England and made around about, around about the 1930s. Writing, I would say, with a fine line. With these nibs, I don't expect any sort of variation, any sort of flex. They're quite a stiff nib. But as I said earlier, they're quality made pens. And once again, I'm encouraging people to sort of not just look at the major manufacturers, but to seriously consider, as I said, these lesser known pen manufacturers. So let's pop that to one side. We'll clean the pen out after the video, because the pen is ready to go to the it's ready to go to the new owner. So I hope you like what you see, Gavin, and the pen will be whizzing in the post to you very, very soon. Beautiful pen, Mentmore. Who are Mentmore? Some people will actually say. But for you people that are looking for a pen, seriously consider one of these pens. They're absolutely superb. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below, give the video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe as well. But for now, I'm just going to say Slavo Ukraini, and from me, this handsome pen I'm just going to say bye-bye for now.